Hello, everyone, and as you can see, we are starting back up. Had this beautiful floor laid out, some walls and stuff put in, kind of see the future plans for our factory. It's just I don't have the ability to build walls. That requires me to getting up to X-ray, which isn't going to happen. Do have a couple layers left of Victor though, so that's always fun. One thing I did want to comment on, gravity. Looks like I fell into my own torso for a second. For those of you that are familiar with the storyline, there's these little beacon things I have to go around collecting. Um, I'm holding off just yet for non-spoiler reasons, but that's still there. I know it's still there. That'll be a problem that we cross when it comes to it. Okay, now time for me to... Drill should be right there. Wire drill's right here. That was bugging me. Okay. Um, okay, you, I won't put a cable line there. Transfer. Do I have any of those blue things on me? I do, but it's all broken. Okay, okay. Actually, it's time to clean up a little bit of my hotbar. I'm not worried about power generation right now. I'm worried about hitting the button.
Task inbound. Planter. Supply with seeds to rapidly reproduce fully grown flora. Electrical power required.
I'm sorry, what game? So, 240 seconds. Divided by 60 seconds takes 4 minutes for one of those to produce. Ugh. Every 4 minutes, I'm going to need to shoot out 40. So, you can produce, you need 10 plants a minute. You take 4 minutes. I would like some growing ahead of time to optimally use you. Oh, this is gonna hurt my brain. And you'll produce a bunch. So one of these will be more than enough to supply this. I am thinking of just backlogging grow beds because no matter what, I can only grow X amount with seeds I have. So I'm thinking if I go back, I nicknamed it Ferris wheel design. I got 40 grow beds, so let us figure that out. Let's get the grow beds running this way. I would like 2 on each side, and I can just butt right up to the end here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and chest. Want to craft more, but I don't feel like going upstairs to craft more. Oh my golly gee, I never did a staircase up to here. Oh well. Actually, since you know you're here, might as well. Actually, do I did mess up a little bit. But there we go. That runs power up, presumably. And not gonna worry about chest. Although, floor go over chest. I can now harvest you. Both of you take 4 minutes because I want you back. Yeah, there we go. We got all my rates. Yeah, same thing with you, 10 minutes. So I'll have one of those production facilities, which is way too much for what it actually needs. Ooh. I think I'll do that actually. We're gonna get one of these grow stations underway, and then we'll go from there. How high does this actually go up? I seem to accidentally crawled up the fauna. Okay. Go. Okay. So, for this. Actually, for this I want to clean up a little bit more. have our long filter inserters. Wink, wink. I'll fix that one later. Which for now, I think I'm going to get the bottom line just running. I won't worry about the top one just yet. But I will run the conveyor belts as if I am doing that. Okay. Wrong way. And for you, my dear, we will have a filter inserter.
Task inbound. Filter inserters. Must be configured to transfer materials and products of a selected type.
Actually,
Electrical power required.
Filter inserters will do a lot to help you manage your elevator inventories, as well as machines that produce multiple output types. You might not want to have different things spitting out to the same line or getting pulled into the same ports. Try interacting with the filter inserter to tell it exactly what you want it to move.
what I want you to move is Kindleline seed, and with the way I'm designing the system, that's not a must. It's just I have done gone goof building these things so many damn times. I have this just as a safety precaution because yes, I have messed it up that bad. Where I've ripped it up and started anew. So, with that mulligan in mind, doink, doink. Bada boom. Okay, now for those of you that are looking at me like I'm crazy, essentially filter inserter grabs seed, takes seeds, put on conveyor belt. Conveyor belt goes around, up and over, and down back into the chest. So it's always cycling seeds, because what's happened in the past is all these guys fill up, all the seeds bunch up at the end, and I'll have half of these not running because of the seeds. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see this be a big, beautiful Kindle vine bed. And then down here, pretty much the same thing, but in reverse, minus the Ferris wheel part. Collection here, going down. I'm going to stop before I get a copyright strike on that one. SpongeBob, don't be joking around. And there we go. Pretty much they spit out their gubbins. It comes down here into this chest. This chest is going to feed into one of those big, beautiful behemoths. And then, actually, let's figure out how I want to lay it out. Actually, for what I want to do, that will work perfectly. Wait, I almost messed up again. Filter inserter. When working with these, I almost always filter inserter just so I can control what goes where. Let's actually go up to one of these for example. For example, we're going to be working on the Kindle Vine stem, so I'm going to be getting, every 10 minutes I need to put one of these in, so every 10 minutes I'm going to get the item down below listed. So I get 1 seed, 3 stems. So I will have 1 filter pulling off the, actually, I gotta pull off 3 stems. That'll work out a little bit better for my needs, and I can just conveyor belt it to conveyor belt it right here. Okay, so as I was saying, I'll filter inserter, so there's my 1 seed, which leaves the 3 stems to come out per batch. Which, as you guessed it, I don't want to build on the nasty floor, but I'm going to have to build on the nasty floor. So we'll do that. Get the mole out. Yeah, I'm on the right height. Lie on the floor. So more of my beautiful fauna. Which wasn't that too much. I thought it was a little pack more. And there we go. Now some place to work. And as you guessed it, more filter inserters. Which the alternate build mode really helps out at this point. And I know for a fact stems are coming out. So I copy those and then just because I'm not really worried about stuff. There we go. And that way everything will shoot out. So now in theory, if I'm just going to toss all the stems in there. If I need more seeds, I know where to come get them. You're empty. So this system can get underway and we can see how well it does power. Which, keep in mind, technically I only need 4 for this guy. So this first row of 10 is more than enough. And 10... Yeah, which we have a surplus of 40 seats. I think I put 120 in there. Each one of these needs 4. There's 10 and 10, so that's 20. So 20 times... yeah, I think I need 80 for this whole system. Yeah, that's 40, 80. So I have 20 surplus, or 40 surplus. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning. Math is mathing. I'm just having fun watching the system fill up. Which, if I stood here for 4 minutes, this whole thing would be operating. Actually, do I have any stems to put in there? I do, says the me. Wrong gubbins. I just messed up my system. And see? Nothing gets grabbed, so I know it's broken. I totally meant to do that. The Ferris wheel's gonna start soon. The Ferris wheel. 4. And you got 4. Yay, the Ferris wheel's gonna start. It's gonna be so pretty. And from there, we're gonna have to figure out the rest of it. Thinking of, I'll have the other grow bed come along here and go over, or just shove it next to it, and I can just grab up and over and use this floor for whatever's left. Now, your rates should be different. Yeah, so you take 10, give off 1 and 3, but you give me 3 and 3 of each. Whereas you give me 3 and 3 of each. Never mind, I'm going crazy. Your rates are both exactly the same. Okay, so I just have to figure out one that I can just copy and paste. You take over just 2 areas, and if I really wanted to, I could make you fit 2. Oh, that's a tempting brain moment. But I'll pass. But we have our beautiful Ferris wheel, everything's backing up, which I knew it would. But I'm okay because there's a at least constant stream of seeds, so I know those will fill up instead of just the last couple getting bottlenecked. Okay. I've stared enough at the entire system. Straight to the back already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
You've built a decent little garden with those planters, Breaker. But I want to see a farm.
I was off by 1. Yeah, you know, I think I can scooch over 1 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. One more. Come on, click 1 more. There we go. Grab the planter. It's easier if I do it backing up. There we go, that's all of them. And we're going to do the chest like that. And just for... because I said so, we'll do that. Come around and lay all in these, and these spots are literally just so I can put a grabber down. Because they can't hover in mid-space. Why do you keep wanting to do that? Go, got this. You just go in. And for you, you can get the blue seeds. And just if I copy that guy, no matter what, as you can see on the filter, it says show performance seed. It just copies the memory of that. And I had... that should sort of be it. Set you up the same. You have you loop around the chest. I'm out of smart drivers. That's why I was having issues. We'll just have you know, smart if I just did it the easy way. Boink, boink. Thought something seemed funny. I landed up flush with that. I should have dropped seeds. Which I have 17 overflow for you. Oh well. As I get more, I'll just drop them in this. How many gravels do I have? Not too concerned. The Kindle Vine's good and all, and I'm going to need that down the line. It's just that I need more. That I also want to see a full system in production. And since we have lights, blue for you, and because you're the closest to yellow. Hehe. Actually, I might do that down the line. Do that for the whole production line, just so I know which you want. Which you belong to, without having to pop this up. Oh, there we go. We have half of our system in place. Now for more math. Okay. So I'm getting 30 of you a minute. You need 5 a minute. And you... Yeah, okay, so one of these is enough to supply 6 of these. Oh, this is going to be shooting out a lot of stuff. In theory. And you pop out 3 and 3, and how much of my power grid am I torturing? Not even a quarter of it. How many of these do I have? I got 1 in my inventory, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need more iron. Well, I debate about it, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to run 6 and 6 or just start off 3 for now. Because I can always add more as the system needs it. I can adjust the collection system to mimic that. And this is just half of the growing operation. I still have to get the sandstone operation underway to start making fuel for this entirely sea system. I heard a grabber. Which one of you had ore? I just... It seems our copper was being nice. Stack of that. Give me 20 of those, pretty please. How many drills do I have on me? I have... so... Give me 10 of those while I'm thinking of it. Oh, these are what I'm hearing. Ooh, you're running. Which means, yep, some of the growth beds are going. And the Ferris wheel's kind of full, so I don't actually have enough seeds to keep this one doing that. In theory, I don't even know if I have enough seeds for that one. But what appears to be is I'm getting enough of a quantity in. Once each of the beds is full, each grabber's gonna hold one seed. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna run short on them anytime soon. Oh my god, I did actually run short. One seed. Ooh. I don't know if it's just this finished before the Ferris wheel, because yeah, these guys are finishing. So at least I always have something growing. We'll have to dump more seeds in the system and figure that one out. Okay. Okay, you're definitely going this way. And I need a line of 3 at least. So I need there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that does give me enough room. This should. So I can have the grabber, line, space, line, grabber, grabber, line. It should. That'll mess with my staircase. I mean, at least I know I can fit those. So, grabber, line, space. Grabber, line, space, grabber, line. And that gives me enough space for that. Okay, that's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of you will be okay. These I'm going to have up and over and come down into this side this way, or come down here into a collection. Okay. Line you up there. Line you up there. I don't even know if this is going to be enough, but I'm going to walk fast. I'm going to need a lot more filters. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Should be more than capable. 5, 10, 40. Okay, while we wait for everything to craft up, I can at least start running the lines. So it can come on all the way here, but I'm going to stop at 3 just to make sure this works. Do that. No, we won't. Because you just messed up the back of the airboat line. What? I deleted the wrong block. Put that in place again. Had a chest. And that chest had a lot of you, I imagine. Yeah, that was a healthy amount. Okay. Let's do this the easy way. If I was insane, which at this point I'm feeling it, run it down, pick it up. Um, Although that would be cool. Go over that way. That way. So hook it back. So that way when I do the thing with this system, I can line it up here, run it up. We need to be one taller. Nope. I want to choose one over. You can come over. Curve again, come down. And block our staircase. Yeah, that's okay. I'll figure something else out with the staircases. For now, it's more of a, I just want something pretty. Okay. You know, I just, yeah. Go up, there you go. Okay, over, down. That works. And just because I've done gone goofed up this episode, yeah, that can be our right direction. Okay. Because I'm not going to put a buffer in this one. Why? Because I already know it's going to back up. I know it's going to be a dedicated line. Wait. And that goes there. There we go. And we should have some smart grabbers. You know, in retrospect, I'm trying to figure out why I need smart grabbers. I know why I need smart grabbers. I will have to figure out collection in a minute. Because okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to get my serious gaming pose here. Because I have to, this one I actually do want to think out. Okay, we're going to have 2 smart grabbers. We require 1. Because you're going to give me sugarthorn extract and plant matter. Copy you. Copy you. think the smartest thing to do at this point is going to just have to, I'm going to have to run 2 separate dedicated lines. So something like that, which is going to be really cool. But I can keep everything happy and separate. And oh, this is going to be overly complicated and engineered. Go. So. Come on, let me just run one that way. Up to you. Okay, so in theory, yes. I'm double checking everything because this is tight knit, close quarters, and I really can't walk through here if something breaks. Okay. And we'll do that. And you are dedicated to the blue line. Hey, I already messed up. Boink. Boink. And honestly, what I'm doing here is I'm essentially, this is the same rate as the fast inserter. It's just cheaper. And I'm not too worried about it because I have the room. I'm not going to be putting anything else there. So 2 mechanical parts for the price of 2 mechanical parts and 16 Kindle Vine extract. And if the power goes out, actually. And besides, technically that could keep up with 4 of them. Yeah, 2. So that could supply 4 machines. Then some, because considering the whole thing's about to back up. But okay. Seems everything is golden. Oh. And this guy, it should be the stems. Which pop up there. And essentially it's going to be the same thing. You give out the old plant bundles and the extract. Have the old plant bundles. I scroll right past it, right there. Extract. Use fast inserters here because I feel things are coming. Yeah, things are coming in at a fast rate, and this is half the speed. Okay. I'm gonna get 2 of you running up. Should probably operate with this on so I can at least see what we're doing. Okay. You're coming over, you're going up, you're going one towards the machine. If I have the right buttons. Then you come down all the way here, turn again, come down. That's all she wrote. Wait. Wait. And now I get to do the same thing. Up, up, one extra, turn into the machine, turn again, come down to the far end of where I want you, come back over, down. And one thing I will say, I don't like doing because it's not that pretty, but these grabbers can reach through the elevator wall. Probably not intended, but it's here. It hasn't gotten patched in a long time. I'm assuming it's here to stay. Just because, you know, some people probably like making really compact systems. Not one of them, but I do like the feeling of this. Okay. Okay. You should be one, you should be another, and then I can just put a grabber out and go straight up and over to wherever I want to. I have one fast grabber left. Can I build another? Ooh, wait, I should be able to, because I'm actually making the resources for that. Yes, I can. Okay. Those 3 should be firing up any minute now. You are dedicated to the yellow line up the center of the machine. Okay, those 2 grabbers should grab and seize immediately because you two normally hold 300. Yep, seize. Running and you're running, and yeah, both these systems are going to back up. Which at the moment I'm not really worried about because technically I could run 3 more of each and the whole thing would be capped. What I want to make sure is everything here is running as it should. Actually, how much can these? You can do 120. So I have 6 machines putting out 3 units. That's 18 a minute. 18. Actually, great. I need one of the machines for my numberage. Okay, you're putting out 6 units a minute. And there's 6 views, that's 36 at one moment. So yeah, you should be good for a bit. I didn't sit down and do the exact amount of math, but both systems, yeah, you have no shortage of stems and stuff to build off of. Have no shortage, and I mean eventually even with both these running, these are gonna machines only gonna pump out what it can work with. So in theory honestly, since I know how many of these I need to machine, I don't see these getting very utilized. That part will regulate. This machine will regulate that whole system, and then it's gonna backlog because this ain't gonna. This can't keep up with one of those. I can tell you that much. I'm getting 3 of these a minute. The machine itself is already backed up. Probably because I have. Is this machine backing up at all? No, it's not. So we'll do that just to correct it. Okay, there we go. We showed the machine some mercy. And our power grid usage is not bad, about a quarter-ish. I just realized I'm going to need fuel to power the drills down here. Whoopsies. Well, I got plant matter growing, so I can use that to kickstart it, and once I get things going. Because what's going to happen is this whole line here is going to be production for fuel. Once fuel gets produced, I'm going to have it come down here to I'm going to have it come down here to our collection area, which I'm probably going to have the fuel chest right here. You can go down into Monorailville. And then that will go split up in 2 lines. One line is going to go over here to the drills, which is going to backlog heavy. I don't want to ever have to look sandstone or whatever limestone again. Most of these resources are going to come up over. If it's not used in the production line, it's going to go into a chest here for the monorail system to ship on up. Which, before I even think about the monorail system, I want to start crafting biobricks. That is the main goal of things. But so far, I'm happy with the system. Where the bottleneck I know is going to happen is happening. Everything else is running smoothly. We have a lovely amount of seeds. I'm tempted just to, yeah, I can craft grabbers. Craft a few more of our inserters, just to get this unit fully up and running. I don't see it needing it. But I don't want to try and regulate the system at half capacity. I would like to. Thank you, game. I like flying when I place this stuff, especially when I'm going 1 floor of verticality. And the monorails is going to go upstairs, and we have that little platform that I'm going to finish building when we cross that bridge up. In the meantime, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We have production of actual some major materials. We're going to need those upstairs, definitely. But before we ship any of it upstairs, I want fuel. So upstairs can actually run, because I'm pretty sure this is the only moving equipment in the building. Or is it? I'm definitely sure this is the only moving equipment we have. So that's going to be it in the next episode, depending on how time-wise. I don't see it taking long. I want to get this under wrap way. We'll have it come up and over and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with this floor just yet. We'll figure that out in time. But actually, I know what I want to do with that floor. It's just I just came up with it now. I want to get this running with our fuel sustenance and whatnot, and I want to go massive. There's a couple drilling and smelting operations that are going to be underway later, and I want a lot of biobricks for that. Because there's a better fuel source in the game. but I don't run into it until halfway through X-ray, and it's still not the best fuel source. And we're gonna need a lot of fuel for when we get to Sierra. But that's literally halfway down the tech tree. But I'd rather prepare for that inevitability now than later. In a big brainish moment, I don't have the stuff that I've been mining. I was like, wait, I needed some of this stuff to craft blue power cores. Nope. Blue power cores, I need a lot of stuff. So that's going to be another episode. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy stuff. And until next time. Hope you have a nice day, and bye-bye.